Live stream Armwrestling fans, I'm Pradeep from Armwrestling News, and today we are going to discuss Dmitry Silaev's recent victory over the world number 2 Vitaly Lalatin. That was an amazing win, and I am off from work for about 3-4 days more, so I'm trying to act like a full-time YouTuber. I'll be doing one live stream every day for about 30 to 45 minutes. I hope it is okay, and if you are watching this live stream after it has ended, then please switch to 1.25x speed. It will give you a better experience and save your time. Stacy Morgan with a super chat even before the live stream started. Thank you very much, Stacy. You always support me no matter what. There is Lottie 2 video of Dmitry and Levan. Check that out. Yes, Deepak Krishna, we have watched it. NetX Dmitry breaks down Levan. That will shock the world. I cannot read your name, brother, sorry. And yes, that will definitely shock the world. But I don't think Dmitry is ready for that yet. SG Records in the house. No one can beat Levan. Where you at, Pradeep? Zoom, always. This time I thought that I'm perfect. Like it is done. I opened Zoom and then I came back and it shut down again. Arm wrestling fanatic. Levan will flash pin Devon so hard the US will think Russia launched nukes and it will end the world. Levan and Vitaly almost same. I hope my audio is clear. Yes, Timmy Turner, I did watch that. $16,000. He was holding one poster of $10,000 and another of $6,000. That is amazing. But good question that somebody asked on my video was that why were they giving prize money in US currency? SG Records, in my last video I show you difference between Levan and Dmitry. So yes, I did watch that, but Levan was slower. In round 1, if you are talking about round 1, it is slow. SG Records counted every second. Yeah. It was saying, I don't know, 132, something like error on Zoom. Levan and Vitaly almost same at the first round in yes 2019 top 8. That is absolutely correct. Actually, Vitaly was slightly on the winning side, but you're never going to beat Levan like that. You need to climb up or go deep in a hook. Vitaly was like that against Levan. This is never going to work against Vitaly. Levan. Strange contents. Hello SG. Sezelfi. And guys, one very big news that I forgot to give you all. Dmitry Silaev, the Siberian Bear, is going to be live on Arm Wrestling News tomorrow. Whatever the date is tomorrow, I think it is 30th of May. The time will be 12 p.m. Moscow time. One more time, 12 p.m. Moscow time, live with Dmitry Silaev. That is going to be amazing stuff. He's not big enough. Dmitry for Hermes. That could be an interesting match. Every time when Silaev and Levan pulled, Levan won both hands. Yes. I did watch those matches. I remember only left-handed match. Vitaly will smash Dmitry in a super match. It did not look like that in that match. Because $16,000 on the line. You cannot say that Vitaly did not train for $16,000. Anybody in the world would train. Did the US sanction Vitaly's steroids? Okay. That's a funny comment. SG Records. Doing daily live streams is great idea, brother. I'll try to do at least till 1st of May. Then let's see how much my job allows me. My name's pronunciation is Johun Lee. Thank you very much, brother. Real reasons we must remember, Pradeep. Vitaly did have Dmitry as his number 2. He knew something we are just finding out. Yes, exactly. Great comment. And Vitaly was saying that Dmitry may be the strongest guy that he has ever felt. Ever. Period. After Levan Seganashvili, of course. And he was ranking him number 1 as well in current times against the guys that he recently faced. But we did see that left-handed David Dadikian defeated Dmitry Silaev very recently. I think it was less than 2 months ago maybe. So how great is David Dadikian left-handed? I think that guy is top 5 in the world despite being only 102-3 kilos. David Dadikian is also a beast. Hello Dohun Lee. Hello SG Records. We think the same. Yeah, both type the same thing at the same time. Do you think people are jumping the gun? about claiming that Dmitry Silaev is number 2. I think according to the current ranking system, he should be ranked number 2 because that is what those guys have been doing. If you beat someone, and Engin Terzi also agrees with this statement, this rule that if you beat someone, you take his spot. But yesterday, Engin said that he is not really concerned about ranking the Russians because they are going to compete only among themselves. So ranking them ahead of anyone else, ahead of Vitaly, it doesn't make sense. But my question would be, why was recently, I'm talking about recent times, Devon or Michael ranked so ahead? Devon was ranked number 2 or number 3, something like that. But he also only competed among the Americans only, and he got that rank. And Engin was totally okay with that rank. But when Russians are competing against each other, then those ranks suddenly do not count. I was not in agreement with that statement of Engin Terzi. Do you think people are jumping them? Okay, I already read that. It's Zhao Liang. Strange contents. Adam Thenton guy. What does that mean? Dmitry destroyed Vitaly 3 months ago in a practice. He would super match. How would be a super match any different? Yeah. So Vitaly always speaks really, really highly of Dmitry. Like he always says that Dmitry is a beast. And he's, I think, Timmy, I saw your post on Facebook. You mentioned that he's 28 years old. Am I correct on this? And 28 years old, although he has been competing for a long time. I think he won Zloty left-handed in 2019 and right-handed in 2018. So we can say that he arrived at the top level scene when he started beating people. It was about 2018. I think we can claim that. Wow, Pradeep, that's great. I think that comment is about the interview that I'm going to do with Dmitry Silaev. I'm glad. And Dmitry speaks English. Now I suddenly remember his interview, short 2-minute interview with Yanis Omolinson Coach Ray, 2019 Zloty. And he was speaking good English. I can only assume that his English has gotten better in these 2-3 years. So I was talking with him on Instagram and his English is good. Ask him to pull Hermes. Definitely, I'll create a post, community post, and please mention the comments under that post. Hello from Canada. Thanks for the good work. Strange contents, really. I've said it, Pradeep. Dadikian top 5 on the left. Yes, I totally agree with that. Pradeep, I feel Dadikian might beat Oleg. Yes, this is what I messaged Engin when Engin set up this match, and I was like, Dadikian is almost beating Vitaly left-handed, and he defeated Dmitry Silaev left-handed. Are you sure that him versus Oleg is going to be a good match? Because I do not think so. You're the guy, Pradeep. Trey Sooth. Thank you very much, brother. Jeremiach is saying Dadikian will beat Oleg. Yes, I do agree with this statement. Andre 19 Marin is saying Batkilioniani lost to Prudnik on the left after East versus West 2. Okay. Dadikian versus Tobias on the lefty is something I will definitely pay to watch. I would pay $2. Just kidding. I would buy the pay-per-view anyways. Dadikian versus Tobias. Dadikian is good at forcing the hook, but can Tobias top roll him? That is the question. अरे भाई कमर दर्द का क्या करूँ? Strange contents. I don't know, brother. Do some exercises. Like what do we call this? Reverse stretching. These like yeah. There are also other flaws in Engin's ranking, but I don't really care, to be honest. I agree. Silaev's 28. Yes. What are your top 5 rankings right now after hearing this? Is Vitaly still top 5 right now? I think he has to be top 5. He has to be. But maybe Devon's, because Devon was never confident against Vitaly. He kept on saying that Vitaly will beat him, Vitaly will destroy him. But right now, I think Devon is also smelling blood. Like, I'm quite sure that he must be thinking if the match against Vitaly happens now, Devon should be the favorite after seeing this performance from... I'm not saying that Devon will certainly beat Vitaly or Silaev, but he should be the favorite after watching this performance from Vitaly, against Vitaly. Because we are not sure if Vitaly has a press, because in 6 rounds I think he will need a press at some time. I think Levan will also need a press. I don't think Levan is going to do single surge pins 6 times in a row. So that would have been amazing. And Hermes Gasparini. Hermes felt something on the practice table against Vitaly. I keep on saying that do not underestimate these world champions when they claim that they found something on the practice table. We beginners tend to advise them that it is only practice table, it doesn't matter much, as if they won the world championships without knowing this fact that practice table pulls doesn't mean much. They obviously do. If you see someone just stonewalling someone in a practice pool, it means that there is a gap. It is not going to be completely closed within a couple of weeks or months. So Hermes versus Vitaly. I think Hermes has a good shot to prove what he has been saying that he can do, and that is to beat Vitaly. I'm not saying that he can, but after looking this performance from Vitaly, I'm saying there is a possibility. Clerks 93, fanboys got Devon to that spot. What are your top 5 rankings right now? This is really difficult. Right before, I used to say only Levan and Vitaly are number 1 and 2 confirmed, and after this, watching this, only Levan number 1 is confirmed. I'm not so sure. Not sure. Still, maybe I would like to think, but Timmy was telling, I think Timmy or someone else was saying that Silaev has a kind of a winning record against Vitaly. He has always been beating Vitaly. So if that is the case, then we have to rank him above Vitaly. Same age as Hermes. Hermes, I think, is 29-30. I don't think Hermes is 28. Silaev is younger than me. 1 year older than me. Less than 1 maybe. Everybody is younger than Andre. Are the other matches of King of the Table 4 confirmed apart from Devon against Levan? That is, I'm also quite shocked up to hear this. Only one match confirmed till now. Schoolboy versus Khalid is also not confirmed. Schoolboy did not reply to Khalid's challenge. Or maybe he did. It was not publicized much, but I don't think he did. And any other matches confirmed? Nope. I think only one match. Very strange. The pay-per-view is only... They're already selling the pay-per-view with only one match announced. That is strange. That is strange. Never heard of anything like that. Actually, they sold King of the Table 5 pay-per-view as well without even announcing even a single match. They are way too confident in their abilities, which is not always a good thing. 117 people watching online. 55 likes. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't already. What do you think about the second and third spot now? This is what I've been saying. Maybe Dmitry, maybe Devon, maybe Vitaly. Dmitry Trubin is out, man. Dmitry Trubin lost to Georgy Totiev. He's like 85 kilos and he beat Dmitry Trubin. Dmitry has not been the same. Like when Vitaly also defeated Dmitry, I thought, yes, maybe Silaev is definitely at that level because Vitaly is also good because he pinned Dmitry really easily. Then I saw Dmitry lose to 85 kg guy, and then I was like, man, Dmitry is having a hard time. And now suddenly everyone, including me, have started thinking about Vitaly's achievements, which we never used to. People claim that he's a world champion. No, he is not a world champion in a super heavyweight division. And the biggest claim is stopping Levan for 10 seconds in round 1. That is the biggest claim. And after that, beating Dmitry Trubin, which we can see now is no big deal. And other than that, defeating Prudnik 5-1. I think he gave the 6th round to Prudnik intentionally. So 6-0 we can say, which is a good thing. He just flashed Prudnik, didn't even feel him. So I'm not quite sure if Vitaly... right now, for sure, I do not think he deserves the second spot. What do you think about the second? And when Elite says something, we usually agree. Like Devon was praising Vitaly for a very long time. Like Vitaly is the guy. Vitaly can be the guy to beat Levan. But this is why everyone started believing that Vitaly is definitely number 2. Maybe it was because of Devon. Engen is older than me, Andre. What do you think about the second and third Reddit? What's up, Pradeep and SG Records? Rajan, Devgan, thank you very much for supporting, brother. We're doing great. Recent time have proven to be super inaccurate. Yes. Actually, pro arm wrestlers care more about rankings than us. Now, people like me have started caring about it because it gives us content. My money has been on David since the match was announced. Yeah, same here, brother. For sure, a 180 kg guys that trains, okay. Nobody talk about Cody Merritt. So Cody Merritt versus Artem Morozov, and the winner will get the title, and the title holder will face Hermes Gasparini at East versus West 5. And Engin just finished setting up, just finished the East vs West 3 event, and he has already set up almost all the matches for East vs West 4, and now he's already talking about East vs West 5. Devon isn't interested in anyone except Levan. Yes, I agree. Afose, we know you are giving out any latest news for arm wrestling, but do you yourself arm wrestle or join competition? So I haven't done anything in last 1 year. I did compete in some tournaments in 2019 and 20, but after that COVID hit, and after that I have not competed in any tournament. Gennady was ring rusted and was worried about an injury against Hermes. This version would crush Hermes. I don't think so. So he is rightfully above him. Kodachar takes hands better than Hermes, and Dave beat him. Dave also greater than Hermes. I'd like to see those matches. Your name fits you. Whose name? My? If Devon wasn't popular YouTuber, nobody would rank him top 5. Cody destroyed Corey. Arm wrestling fanatic. Clerks 93. Welcome, brother. Cody destroyed Corey last time they pulled. Yes. Cody West speaks really highly of Cody Merritt. Cody West has never beaten Cody, right? What is Silaev's height? I'm going to ask these questions tomorrow, 12 p.m. Moscow time. Interview with Dmitry Silaev, possibly live. Please mention, should I do it live or recorded? Because if I'm doing it recorded, then I can edit out the segments where the translator is translating from English to Russian, and the interview will be short. I can increase the speed of translation, but I cannot do those things in a live interview. Arm wrestling news. Timmy Turner is saying Silaev got winning record above Lalatin. Is that true? This is what I was asking you guys. Because in practice polls, yes, I have not seen Vitaly beat him. But I did get a couple of comments on my video that Silaev has always been beating Vitaly. It is nothing new. So I am assuming those statements are correct. I'll ask everything tomorrow. These are the questions that you need to remind me of. Vitaly did not look in great shape. Am I wrong? I don't think you're wrong. First time I hear about, but there was a great prize money. Great prize money. Hermes will turn 29 this year. Okay, agreed. I mean, good information. I was not aware of that. Totiev is strong for how thin he is. Yes. IH with a $2 super chat. Are steroid in India? Yes, of course they are in India. 100% sure. And in India, you can get them probably more easier than many of the countries. Definitely more easier than the Western countries. Vitaly did not look in great shape. Am I wrong? Okay, first time hear about that. Silaev versus Chafee. Interesting match. Crazy that last year Totiev lost to a Romanian guy in his class. Okay, Viral Dobrin you're talking about. Viral is great. He defeated Zoloev, if I'm correct, 2021. Vitaly is overrated. He beat Krasimir as well. I got hurt and damage on the triangular. But Krasi also beat him, I think, right-handed in 2019. And he beat him Krasi left-handed. I think they went back and forth. Guys, I got hurt and damage on triangular. Fibrocartilage complex. I mean the part of my wrist tendon. How can I treat heal? I do not know nothing about that. Hello, this super chat. I love it. Even Lalatin said he shouldn't be second because he hasn't pulled. Yes, I think Marco, he said he shouldn't be top 5 because he hasn't pulled recently, which was a very humble statement. Who you guys got Irakli versus Krasi? Good question, Krasi. I think my opinion is very clear about this match. Because Krasi, Todd defeated Irakli like this. Krasi is good at forcing hook. I think Krasi can force the hook as well on Irakli. Hermes and Alex both turned 29 within the next 3 weeks. Good information. Vitaly overrated. Sanctions affected his abilities to get steroids. James, yeah. No, I don't think so. Big fan. Levan. Alex has been 29 for past 3 years. Same with Schoolboy. He's been 21 for past 2-3 years. That's not why. Vitaly was in the... Like Brendan Allen, Filthy Par. He tells me on Instagram private messages that Larry Wheels has been arm wrestling for 2 years for past 3 years. Is Hermes left good enough? We saw him dominate Wagner. That's what we have seen recently. But he is confident that he accepted both left and right-handed super matches for East versus West 5 against both champions. Earlier, he was having some trouble in setting the negotiations, agreeing on the negotiations for cash. He was very funny. He said on Coach Ray's podcast that when Coach Ray asked him to rate Engin Terzi's top roll 1 to 10, he said that if Engin give me lots of money, then his top roll is 10 out of 10. But now his top roll is only 1 out of 10. So they agreed at a middle ground in terms of money fees that Hermes will be paid for visiting East versus West 5 as a competitor. Engin should fix matches for 5. He is already late. What about King of the Table 4? They haven't announced the matches yet and less than 1 month remaining. Always been a tough opponent for Bojidar Simeonov. I feel like Arif versus Marcio is a complete mismatch. Marcio is over 30 kg lighter than Arif. Yes, I too think that Arif is going to win that match. Marko Markovic is saying, do you think Dadikian could be top 5? Yes, we did talk about it earlier. I think he's top 5. He beat Silaev, which is crazy. I think that he's definitely top 5. Mustafa Hussain is saying, what is your place in ranking? Whose place? I did not understand. Vitaly has never been on steroids. How do you know that, brother? Please let me know. They should give Barboza a match around his weight. Pradeep smoked a spliff before this one. No? What is a spliff? Spliff देखिए SPLIFF क्या होता है? Hey, if you ever need a Georgian translator, hit me up. I speak perfect Georgian and English. Vladimir M. Please, brother, send me a message on Instagram. It is the same name. Armwrestling News on Instagram. Okay. I saw your video about rankings. In that Gennady ranked above Hermes. I think Hermes belongs top 5. Yes, Hermes was unlucky in that ranking. A cannabis cigarette? No, I don't smoke. So yes, please message me on Instagram. Where was I? Yes, Hermes was kind of unlucky in this because he defeated Gennady and he's ranked 7th and Gennady is ranked 3rd, which is kind of unfair. I think edited is better, okay? I would rather... Oh man, I'm very far behind in the chat. I'll have to skip a few messages. Recorded Pradeep, then edit, okay? James Young, thank you for your comment. Waxon, I wonder why you don't notice this every time Devon praises fellow arm wrestlers. It has been follow for them. Michael Todd, Vitaly and more. That is true. His arms looked small, right? Clerks 93, how many times do people... Crazy, yes. Every time. Just a big ass tall dude with a ton to fill on his frame. Lairds fan attacked Lalatin. Or who? People moved their hate from Hermes to Lalatin. He's more orthodox. Hutchings was too weird stylistically. Vitaly 129. Yes, I did see that. Vitaly 129 is kind of skinny for his height. 6'8", 6'9", somewhere between that. Vitaly beat Krazy right-handed in 2021. Yes, he did. But Vitaly beating Krazy, it doesn't mean much. Vitaly shouldn't have been number 2 anyway. Overrated. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to skip a lot of comments so that the chat interaction is near real time. Marijuana. Spliff is a joint. Okay, joint. What I smoke on 420. And now what is 420? I may have to search that as well. Deeps. Arm Sport is in the house. Atlantis IRL. Stefo CG. I think Cadret will come strong this time. Yes, he's looking completely jacked. Sabin is joke and not even top 15. He disrespects Levan only because he is so jealous of Levan. I agree with all of those statements. Saying he's roided when... Yes, that is... Man, where do people buy the guts to say stuff like that? You're calling the other guy roided who has been competing in tested events and never been caught. I'm not saying that he isn't, but he has never been caught. And you yourself have been caught for cheating and banned for steroids, and you are calling the other guy roided. Man, I want to know which place sells those kind of guts. I think Sabin has a small mental illness or something. No, whatever he does is to sell his... that... I don't know what to call it. Pronator handle, SBN. Pradeep, how do you think the Brazink versus Ongarbayev match will go? If Ongarbayev is in his 2019 shape, I'll go with Ongarbayev all day. But right now, I think it is close because Ongarbayev got injured. Why would you want to live somewhere that marijuana wasn't? That's blasphemy. No, I think it is here. It is not legalized yet, but I think it is here. Pradeep, who do you got to Coach Ray versus Ryan Bowen? I think Ryan Bowen should win this 3-0. Coach Ray has a speed to shock Ryan with the press, but I don't think it is going to work every time. Coach Ray usually wins his super matches when he tires his opponents out. He always loses the first 2-3 rounds, but I don't think he has a better endurance than Ryan. Hook, top roll, I think Ryan can match him everywhere. एक बार हिंदी में बात करो. उल्लास सिंह करी थी यार अभी थोड़ी देर पहले भी, लगता है आपने अभी ज्वाइन किया. द ल्यूमिनस वन इंटरेस्टिंग. ओके, जेम्स यंग विटाली 6. Akash, hi Pradeep, if Devon wins even one round, will he be ranked number 2? That is a good question. Winning one round, I don't think so. I think right now the results matter. If you beat someone, you get ranked ahead of that guy. I don't think winning a round or two matters a lot here. Timmy Turner, okay. John might lose if Ongarbai shows up in it. Yes. Josh is saying, who has John beat in top 30 in last 7 years? Yes, you can say maybe Zoloev, but we're not completely sure about that. Maybe Zoloev is top 20, top 25. But yes, that statement still stands. Maybe you can answer that right now. Was Dmitry Kachin top 30 in the world? Chanshaw top 30 in the world? Paulin top 30 in the world? Zoloev, maybe, but that's a long shot. He can be or he cannot be because he's only about 87-88 kilos and not completely in full form. He didn't even win his own category at the Europeans in 90 kilos. Pradeep, you think that Hermes the next year could have a possibility against Levan? What about Derek Smith? So John defeated Derek Smith about 2-3 years ago, and if you think that Derek Smith was top 30 in the world, then you're completely crazy. Even this Derek Smith is not top 20 in the world, I think. And when he defeated him, I think it was in 2018 or 19, he was not top 200 in the world in my opinion at that time. And even now, John Brzezinski is confident that he can beat him. What about Derek Smith? Okay, read that. Who's a good match for Ryan in a legit match? I think Ryan versus Coach Ray is a huge mismatch. I would not say huge mismatch, but yes, I would favor Ryan in that match. Like Ryan versus Bojidar would not have worked out. After seeing 85 kg youth champion beat Ryan in a hook, I was kind of very doubtful why Ryan was going against Bojidar, because Bojidar is also around the same weight, 82-83 kilos, and he, I think, is better than that guy, Begzod Olimov. Pradeep, do you think that Hermes next year could have a possibility against Levan? Pota BG? Man, difficult to say. No. I would say no. Anirudh Dhyani deleted something. Bhuvaneka Dias. What do you think about John versus Todd Hutchings? So, I think it matters a lot depending on rules. I think Todd Hutchings will still have a really, really hard time slipping against John. John could just let him partially get in a hook and then roll out of his hand and pin him, just like he used to do back in mid-2000s or 2006-07, whatever it was. So I think it can still happen to Todd Hutchings. I will not be surprised at all if Todd is able to beat him. But once it gets inside the straps, I don't think there is any possibility for John to do anything. In the straps all day long. Todd Hutchings, without straps, John Brzezinski. Winning a round where lose rules and fatiguing should not give number 2 spot. Yes, Lagia is correct. Deeps, man, lot of comments today. Luca, opinion on Lachlan Dare winning in America and good next opponent. Yes, I uploaded a video about that. Lachlan won both of his super matches yesterday. Left-handed against Pavlo Derbedyanev 3-0. Right-handed against Austin Jaggers, the current Arnold Classic champion. It was 3-1. And Wayne Withers challenged him, which can be a good match. But if I was Lachlan Dare, I would not travel once again to United States to pull Wayne Withers. And Wayne Withers deleted that video as well. So I'm not sure if he wants that match. Good opponent. It's a difficult. Sandre say this. East versus West 4. Sandre say this. August 6th. I still find it weird how there's a 107 kg weight limit for Prudnik. Yes. Weird. I forgot to ask Engin. Actually, I was asking Engin this question, but he started speaking something about something else, but I did not want to interrupt him. Ray already beat Ryan 2 times. Yes, practice table. Bruno Silva. Devon versus Dave. No, brother. Do not type that many comments. Pradeep, do you think Ongarbai will destroy John? Right now, I don't think so. He will not destroy. It will be a good match. Calm down, kid. What do you think about Devon's new video? I watched that video and he was calling Levan that same term again and again. What do you think about Devon? Desperately wants to get a reaction from Levan. He wants to piss him off really bad. What do you think about Devon's new video? Okay, read that. Anyone see Lachlan last night? Very impressive. Yes, David, I have already uploaded a video about it just before I started this live stream. With that being said, you are going to see an ad now. Where's the mod? I don't think I need a moderator. I can skip over this comment. Fitness with me is saying sorry. Maybe the comments was showing error. He was not able to comment. That is why he kept pressing. As much as I love John, I think Todzilla would be too much for him right now. Audio visions possible. Kubus Prince. Arm wrestling will be more interesting if events like East vs West has good background music and commentators like Travis Bagent, not someone who sounded like they are commentating on a golf tournament. Yes, I agree with this statement as well. Coach Ray, as much as I respect that guy, like I truly love the way he answers question. He's always very straightforward person, very genuine, always replies to my comments. But I don't think he's made for commentary. I'm not saying I am either, but I can suggest, like Ryan Bowen, people do not like him, but he's a much better commentator. Pradeep has only food ads. I've seen two. I recently figured this out. This option is great, man. Please bring Levan on interview. I'll try. Georgian guy, if you are still here, please, I want an interview with Levan. Please translate that for me. SG Records, I know SG wants to do it on his channel, so I may have to ask someone else. I hope I have already got a message from you on Instagram. Please bring Levan on interview fitness with me. I will. No ads for me, strange contents. Don't worry, I'll give you another chance before I end this live stream, and I'll end it before 40 minutes. Pradeep, what do you think is more harder for Hermes? Beat Cadret or Gennady? He beat Gennady. I think both matches are equally hard for him, but he should be the favorite in both of them. I think Jerry may be harder. Pradeep, can you flex for us? Nope. I'm not in flexing shape. Do you think Dmitry Silaev is the man to beat Levan? It is too early to comment. It is possible, but very early to comment things like that. Ahmed Mosaf. Cole Cruzette. And sorry, brother, I missed a lot of comments today, I know, but the chat was going really. 208 viewers. Man, what is up with this time? 9 p.m. my time. Crazy amount of views. 215. I thought it is a bad time for live streams, but no, it is good. Pradeep, when does RVJ's mini donut session finish? And would he beat Brezink? That is an interesting. John Brezink seems really confident that he can beat him. And it is really hard to doubt John Brezink. John is also training much harder than RVJ. So I would say it is possible. I feel like Coach Ray goes off topic too much in his commentary. If you become an elite arm wrestler, let's say top 3 in weight class, can you make a living with arm wrestling? If you're talking about me, I can already make a living from arm wrestling. A good living. So yes, the answer is yes. You can do that without being a top arm wrestler as well. Pradeep versus Levan. What do you guys think? Close match. Rip Sidhu. Who is Sidhu? Sabin versus Dmitry. Dmitry Silaev, I think, beats Sabin all day. Timmy, I think Ray comments for free or very low prices because of relationship with Engin. That doesn't make you a bad commentator. Like, the voice is really low. Max Tobin. I don't know about his arm wrestling abilities very much, but his commentary is really good. Him and Neil Pickup and him and the other old guy, I don't know his name. That was a good combo. Max Tobin is a good commentator. Larry Wheels is a very, very, very bad commentator. Prefer Neil Pickup. Neil Pickup is the gold standard. You do not even need to mention Clerks 93 that Neil is the best. Everybody knows that. Neil, when speaks about commentary, it looks like almost that he's reading it off a script, a great script that has been written for that match. Ryan Bowen, way too much for Coach Ray to handle. Ryan versus RVJ, who you got? Earlier I was saying Ryan Bowen can beat RVJ towards the end of 2022 because I believe RVJ is slowly on the decline and Ryan is slowly climbing up. But still, I'm not quite sure after seeing Ryan's recent performances against Lachlan and at the over-the-top tournament in Australia. I'm not so sure. Maybe Ryan needs another year to beat RVJ. Pradeep's King's movie is top 5. RVJ is gone, man. He's gone. Hi, Pradeep. Yes, I think for a natural athlete that is 41 years old and isn't really interested in arm wrestling, no matter how much genetic he has, but I don't think he has much comeback chances in the future. I suggested, Timmy Turner is saying he agrees Neil and Tobin are a great combo. So I suggested Engin Terzi about this Rob Vision Jr. versus Sasha Andreev rematch at East versus West 4. Maybe Engin didn't like it, but I suggested this match because RVJ has been saying since the very moment he lost to Sasha, he immediately started saying that on a other day, well trained, he can 6-0 Sasha Andreev, no problem. So I was like, why not give him his rematch? Because I doubt that he can do that. So I think that will be interesting if somebody combines all the clips where RVJ said that on a rematch he beat Sasha all day. Then it could have been an interesting match. RVJ lost his soul after Sasha after Bowen. I think I gave equally as much publicity to that match as Sasha and RVJ did. I take a lot of credit to giving that. It wasn't something that I wanted, but man, that was a weird time. What a waste. Silaev current ranking top 3. The rankings have not been updated yet, but I think he should definitely be in the top 5 Andres right now. Omkar Singh, Derek is 38 years old. Yes. 38. I think he was 36. Still can't believe it. Okay, 38 looks like. Isn't Derek 36? Yes, I also think so. Dennis is 40, I think. Where do you rank Dmitry Silaev? I just answered it. For top 5. I cannot say the rank for sure. Derek looks young because he was a gamer. Sun never touched him. Yes, I did see his comment that he has never been in the sun. Sasha has a job and does wrestling, still killed RVJ. Literally no excuse. Yes. And in a recent interview, maybe you saw it as well. It was an interview from Malta, Bojidar's country. Is it Malta? So Sasha did say that right now he will focus only on wrestling. That was quite interesting to hear that he's focused on wrestling. Will you ever make videos of you arm wrestling? Yes, for sure. I do not have anything against that, but I primarily like to focus on arm wrestling news, only news. I do not like to deviate from it. Can Morozov win against Cody? I think he can. Sasha is way more dedicated to arm wrestling than RVJ. Yes, even after focusing on job and wrestling. Andre, all I know is that RVJ, Dennis and Derek are late 30s, early 40s. Yes, RVJ is 41. Dennis, I think, is also 41. Or 1 year younger. Yes, Dennis is 1 year younger than RVJ. I discussed that in a video. Pradeep, I remember you said Vitaly was the favorite against Kordecha. Do you think the same now? Good question. I would say yes. Vitaly, but he needs to show up at 100, near 140 kilos. Not this 129 kilo version. Sasha is way more dedicated. Okay, already read that. Pradeep, can I arm wrestle you? 10 man. Nope. I don't think you are living in India, so I don't think you can. If maybe I'll go to Turkey for East versus West 4. If you live there, maybe you can. If Devon loses, will you beat Levan, Pradeep, Akash? I will try. I'll try. With 2 hands and 4 bands. Maybe 6 bands. RVJ sat on the couch eating donuts and cotton candy since WL stopped. He needs to freshen up. He was training well for Ryan Bowen. And then again he pulled out of that match. Sasso is true professional arm wrestler. He really treats it like a job instead of a hobby. I treat this like a job as well. I'm more serious about arm wrestling than RVJ. More like 150 kilos. Dennis looks 70. Why is Morozov facing Chaffee? 110 kg Prudnik beat him like nothing. I too think that it can be a mismatch. Dave Chaffee will beat him. 2 hands and 6 bands. That's a great combo. That should be a hashtag. 2 hands and 6 bands. Hermes versus Silaev. It can be interesting. Should have been Devon the one to beat Vitaly. I would have loved to see that. So guys, 41 minutes already. I think I'm going to end this live stream, since I'm thinking about doing these live streams every day. Going more than 45 minutes does not make any sense. And with that being said, 200 of you watching here, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this a thumbs up. And more importantly, tomorrow I will be doing a live stream. 5 of you already left. Guys, please listen what I'm saying. Please watch the interview tomorrow, 12 p.m. Moscow time. For me, it is 2:30 p.m. I think. So 12 p.m. Moscow time, interview with Dmitry, the Siberian Bear Silaev. 2 times world champion. So he recently defeated Vitaly Lalatin, I think 4 times in a tournament. 2 times in super heavyweights and 2 times in overalls. He won $16,000 in a tournament where Vitaly Lalatin and Dmitry Trubin were there. So he's definitely a beast, and he had some troubles with the law. We are going to discuss that as well, maybe slightly in that interview. So it is going to be an interesting interview. Very unexpected guest. Please tune in to my channel, and the time is again 12 p.m. Moscow time. Stanman, Vitaly looked small. Silaev is also a Zloty winner. Yes, that is why I was calling him world champion. Jere Antilla, you're late. Why is my phone showing only 25 likes? Smash it. So the likes number is 128 right now. Boys and girls, there are no girls here. Pradeep's audience is 1% female. I think it is more than that. Please upload the stream later. It gets uploaded. I'll post it in the community page as well. So from there you can see it. And please watch at increased speed. It helps a lot. Pradeep is Arm Wrestling Audio Visions. Thank you very much, guys. And there you go. Another ad for you. And after that, I'll end the live stream. Here you go. I gave you the 130th like 135 already. Thank you very much, guys. Add and then click off. What about the gender neutral? I don't think there are any gender neutral guys. Small fingers and look into the smell fingers and look into the camera. What is that? Chalo bye. I'm out. No ads. Any girls in the chat? How many Indian viewers do you have? 7% Anirudh. Caroline Looms, only female arm wrestling fan. I have seen. True. Another food ad. Yeah. That is great. Bye guys. Bye. 43 minutes.